What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Artie's Garage. My name is Art, and behind me I have my daily driver. This is the 2018 Lincoln MKZ. So today we're gonna take this car and give it the ultimate test. We're gonna drive it from Southern California all the way up to Las Vegas, Nevada. But before we start the drive and tell you the good and the bad about this car, we're gonna fill up the trunk with all my suitcases and see how much trunk space does this car really have. Then we will go get gas because it's on E right now. We're gonna fill it up and see how much MPG does it take driving the highway all the way to Las Vegas, Nevada. So let's get the trunk filled up and go pick up my beautiful co-pilot. What's up, everybody? So I picked up my co-pilot. This is my beautiful wife, Silva, and we've actually been en route to Las Vegas for about like 40 minutes. So we're like 40 minutes deep, but the navigation's taking us on some, I have no idea. I've never been on this road in my life. But let's talk about the car. So I had this car for about 11 months now, and there's a lot of good and there's a lot of bad about the car that I want to share with you guys if you are on the market and trying to buy a Lincoln MKZ. So there's three variants of the car. You have the hybrid option, you have the 2.0 liter turbo engine, which is the 4-cylinder that we are in right now, and then you have the Beast, which is the 3.0 twin turbo 6-cylinder engine. That's 400 horsepower, and if you're all about power, maybe you want to look at the MKZ that has the twin turbo engine. So about this car, if I start out from the exterior of the car or even the interior of the car, I think honestly as a man, I think this car is beautiful. The design of the exterior, it looks very elegant, classy, just the way the arches over the roof, the front grille and how it's massive chrome grille, the nice LED stripes on the headlights, the nice light throughout the whole back of the rear of this car. It's just a pretty looking car. It has nice 19-inch wheels, but while we're talking about the 19-inch wheels, the reason that I decided to buy this car is because it had they had really good incentives at the time, and it was a great lease for the car in comparison to its competitors. Meaning I had to put almost practically nothing out of my pocket, and I got a hell of a deal as a lease option on this car. So it comes with 19-inch wheels. One mistake that I did when I leased this car is I did not get tire and wheel package, the insurance. So I hit a pothole, how long ago? About a month. So a few months ago I hit a pothole and my tire bursted. The rim was fine. I went out of my own pocket and had to buy, I bought a Bridgestone tire. It was $337. It was a last minute type of thing, so I didn't shop around. I just bought that tire because I needed it. And about a month ago, a few weeks ago, I started getting a slow leak in my tire. I took it back to the shop and they said that my rim cracked. So I had a little crack on the inner side of the rim. When I started searching and I called Lincoln and I'm like, yo, pull up my VIN number, see if there's any chance that I did sign that paper and I bought that insurance. I did not. And the reason why I'm telling you this, the rim on the Lincoln from factory, not including California sales tax, I was quoted $905 just for a rim because it's a 19-inch rim. So I searched eBay to see if I could get a refurbished wheel, and they were selling them for like 500, 600 bucks. So I might as well refurbish it myself, and I took it to a welding shop where they welded the rim, and I mean, cross your fingers, we're driving to Las Vegas with a repaired rear rim. Hopefully doesn't go flat on us. But one thing that I want to say is that the parts, if you don't get like all the insurances included in the lease, the parts are kind of expensive. Obviously it's going to be under warranty if you are leasing the car and you're not trying to buy a pre-owned one. The good things about the car, honestly, it's very nice finishes inside. I like the dashboard, the way the center console is with your parking, reverse, neutral, and drive, all these buttons. It has a huge touchscreen navigation system. It's a very smooth ride. Like, we're driving right now and we're going through a lot of bumps because we're not on the interstate. I don't know why this navigation's taking us off-road. And I mean, it's just a pleasant ride. My son is actually sleeping in the back. And I'm talking very loud for you guys to hear this, but like it's such a smooth ride that, you know, we're not bothering him right now. Few other things that I want to talk about the car. Depending on your height, if you're a very tall gentleman or a tall young lady, you're gonna have issues sitting in the back. So if you're like getting this for your parents, or if you're planning on going out with other couples, headroom in the back is not there because of the fact that the way the car is designed, with the arch on the roof, you lack the room. In the front, you're fine. But another big issue with the car. So I'm 5'9", and the position I'm in right now is not the position that I usually drive, because my seat back is practically at a 90-degree angle. I like to tilt it back a little bit because that's how I feel comfortable driving. But the fact that we have 2 kids, so my son's car seat's behind me right now, he practically has no room. As you guys can see, there is no room in his feet are basically kicking the back of my seat. So it is kind of crunched up. Even though it's a long car, the rear isn't as spacious as you would think it would be. Headroom, and even for baby seats in the back. As you guys saw the little montage that I put on for trunk space, the trunk space, Lincoln was very, very generous. There's a ton of room in the trunk for this car, so if you could put 5-6 luggages. The hybrid model has a little bit smaller of the trunk because of the fact that the battery's in the back. That's that. I mean, the seats come with heated air conditioned seats. You have different modes where you want to drive comfort, sport, luxury. There's, I mean, so many options that you get for the buck. I didn't have to think twice, because everything else I would have to put a couple $1,000s out of my pocket to buy. All in all, honestly, I think that it's a good car. The reason that we wanted to do this video is it's a 1-year ownership video that I want to tell you guys with my experience with the rim, and how much the parts cost if you are buying this vehicle pre-owned or leasing it without the insurance package. And I wanted to actually test this car and to see how much MPG and how many times do we need to fuel up to get to Las Vegas, Nevada. So we are driving out of Los Angeles, California, all the way to what's that spot called? What spot? Las Vegas.
The Strip.
The Strip. So we're going to the Las Vegas Strip. My brain stopped working for a minute.
We're staying at the Venetian.
So we're driving to the Venetian, and I wanted to see how much would it cost and how much money would I spend on fuel. Again, this isn't a hybrid. This is the 2.0 turbo. But I just wanted to tell you guys to break it down at the end. Like, oh, we drove 300 miles and we spent practically like $30 or whatever it is. We're gonna do that when we approach the our destination. The handling of the car, you drove it. Do you like the handling?
I do. I actually like it. I take it to work sometimes, and we have 2 car seats in the back, and I like the smoothness of the car as well. And you know, it's good for the kids. It's not too bumpy, and it's calm. I like it actually.
Yeah, it's a very, very smooth ride. It's different, you know. Like I drive a Porsche GT4, so coming from a Porsche GT4 when you're in here, you feel like you're in a boat. It's just smooth. But Lincolns have always been like that. Yeah. It's just when I started looking at the newer Lincolns, because I had like 3 different Mercedeses prior to getting this car, and when I went to the dealership, and just the amount of work the designers took and the amount of time to catch on to what's going on right now with the, you know, automotive industry and what they create, this car is beautiful. Like town cars were the cars back in the day growing up. I remember my dad had it, and it was just an amazing car. But at one point in time, I think Lincoln lacked as a manufacturer, as a car brand. I think they kind of, you know, went MIA a little bit. They weren't creating the best of cars. But now, looking at the Navigator, the Continental, even the MKZ, I mean, they're phenomenal.
Yeah.
So all in all, I think it's a great car if you're gonna lease it. Just look at warranty is very important. Just look at all those things when you are going to be purchasing or leasing this car. So we're gonna continue on with our road trip, and we will catch you when we're gonna be approaching the resort. And I want to tell you guys how much gas I spent, and hopefully nothing else goes wrong. So we'll catch you guys in a few. For now, enjoy the little montage. Alright guys, we finally made it to Las Vegas, Nevada. It was a pretty brutal ride, meaning there was a lot of traffic. It took us around 4.5 hours to get here. And when I filled up the gas tank on the Lincoln, it showed me that I have 303 miles. I am currently at 147 miles left, so it's a little bit less than half a tank of gas. When I filled up the car initially, I spent $43.20 on gas. So approximately, I would say 20 bucks was actually spent to go all the way from Los Angeles, California to Las Vegas, Nevada. And that basically wraps up the video on my experience with this car and my thoughts on it and my wife's thoughts on it. So we're in Vegas and I think it's time for us to go have a drink or something. So I'll catch you guys on the next video. While I'm in Vegas, I'm actually going to be doing a pretty insane review on an E46 M3. I'm pretty excited about that, so stay tuned and you'll see that soon. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.